Alright, all praises unto Yahweh Hashem Shai, double honors to the apostles of GMS. Honest to you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Alright, this is basically gonna be a quick video of what's happening out there. Just a little minor update of what's happening out there on a larger, a bigger scale. Excuse me. Okay, maybe one of these days I might attempt to show the grand scale of the so-called World War III that's happening out there with, you pretty much you got it to where the Americans, okay, the United States, NATO, Russia, and all of that, they're all up in the Ukraine and all of that. So that's the thing that was coming back a couple of weeks ago, and then right now you got this. It's a small situation, but it really goes to show you that these scriptures are coming to pass. Now I know these brothers, the brothers out there in London, GMS UK Truth, they did a video on this, and they went into the scripture, and this is another example that exemplifies that. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna read the scripture first. I'm gonna break it down to the best of my ability, and then I'm gonna show you just how the fact that the Most High is basically bringing Esau's power system down, his whole structure, how he goes about his business and all of that. The Most High is bringing that down, man. Okay, and what you're seeing now is a situation where the Most High has got it to where even these little nations, man, things that you would have thought, countries that you would have thought insignificant on the grand scheme of things, South Korea, Iran, those are little nations, man. Okay, I mean, I understand Russia. Russia has got a major influence. Okay, but Iranian influence, that's that's null and void. But that goes to show you that the pull that Babylon has got upon all of these nations, people are starting to reject that, man. Because just like how the scripture says in the book of Isaiah, okay, that skirt's being, I believe it's in the book of Isaiah or Jeremiah, the skirt is being lifted up over the head. Isaiah the 47th chapter. In fact, that's not a bad scripture to get right quick. Get that right quick. Okay, so Isaiah the 47th chapter. Okay, and it's it's bread and butter scripture. Okay, you gotta know this scripture because this really this is America. This is America, man. So it's Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees. For thou shalt not be called. Thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone, grind the mill, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, and cover the thigh, and pass over the rivers." And let me read this third verse. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, but will not meet thee as a man. Okay, so really all of that said here is best said within these scriptures, because thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Well, all of them so-called covert military programs that America was doing out there with ISIS and so on and so forth. Well, you had it straight up where Putin was saying, look, that's all been set up by the so-called American government, man. Okay, he was straight up saying that, man. Okay, all right, and other things, but most importantly, this truth. Okay, how you had it to where Caesar Borgia, they painted him as the image of your house. We're saying no, that's not what the scripture says. This is what the scripture says, and then we're giving you an image about that. And just like how the brother out there in Dallas always says, okay, I'm not, I know it's not really my place to quote, other brothers, but he makes he always says a beautiful quote. The fact that images have weight. Okay, so you've got an image of a white, for a lack of a better term, Jesus. Okay, and the people are going to believe that. Well, once you uncover that image, that by way of Yahweh Shemiah Shine elders pushing this truth. Okay, now you have the truth. Okay, and that truth is gonna have weight. Okay, that's that best exemplified the nakedness of America being shown, man. Okay, and people are finding out that these devils, well, they are devils, man. They are the deceivers, man. Okay, so let's go back onto these different to this precept I had here before I go into the article, because if I read a precept first and go into the article, it makes more sense. So this is Isaiah the 14th chapter on the 10th verse, and it says, "And they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?" Okay, and this is an example of that. Now, ultimately, this is talking about. Ultimately, this is this could apply to when we get into the kingdom, because Esau's power system is going to be completely destroyed. But see, in the process of that, you got these nations like Iran harassing the U.S. A U.S. Destroyer, which is a battleship. Okay, we're talking about Iran. We're not talking about a Russian ship, but an Iranian ship. Okay, basically a persona non grata. But here's the thing: the scriptures talk about Iran. Okay, that's the beauty of it. The scriptures talk about how Persia is gonna be joined with them, man. Okay, even in the book of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter is gonna be. It says the Carmanians remembering their rage, man. Something to that effect. Let's get that right quick, because I want to get that on point, man. I want to quote that scripture on point. And when you're going to find out who the Carmanians were, he's talking about them Persians, man. Okay, which the modern day name for the Persians, when you check out the history, is Iran. Okay, so let's go to Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, let's get that in the scriptures, man. All right, so it's around about the 60-something verses, way down there. See, most brothers just read it up to there, but you really gotta when you read the whole thing, man. It's beautiful. Okay, you really gotta read the whole thing. So let me try to find it right quick. If I go Control Find, and I put copy, there we go. It was the 30th verse, so I would have missed it. So this is Second Ezra, the 15th chapter and the 30th verse. And it says, also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as wild boars of the wood, and with great power, right, shall they come and join battle with them. Okay, all right. And what I'm going to show you here is a step to that. It's not the complete story, but you gotta hasten the day, man. You gotta when you see these things, it's worth a drink, okay? Because it's a step closer to what the Most High has been setting forth, man. It's a chess move, basically what you're seeing here is the pawns are out off the table, man. Okay, the pawns are being eliminated. Now we're using the big plays, man, the big chess moves. And what you're gonna find out is the Most High is about to checkmate Esau, man. That's what we're getting down to. That could happen within a couple of days, man. Okay, the chip being made mandatory, that could happen tomorrow. Okay, but you got some Jakes out here, they want to make rap videos. Okay, you got some Jakes here that say, nah, RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. You have to worry about that. Okay, but with the Most High setting forth, all right, he's saying not only do you have to worry about that, here's my prophecies coming to pass. All right, for you to be ignorant about this, well, you have to do what the book of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, round about the 3rd verse says. For this they are willingly ignorant. Why? They're willingly ignorant because they want to talk about what makes them feel good, man. In fact, I like that scripture. Let me get that. Okay, the book of 2 Peter's 3rd chapter and the 3rd verse. One of my favorite scriptures, man. I damn near bring this out all the time, man. Okay, right? It says, knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days scoffers. Now, what's a scoffer? Well, you bring out this article and you're going to start talking just utter and complete madness. Now, I wonder what it says there when that word scoffer, man. I wonder what that word scoffer is. Okay, or what it alludes to. So, it's, it's here at GMS, starting first and foremost with the elders through the spirit. Yeah, how about Shimmy al Shai? We get into them words, man. Okay, so let's hear what that word is.
Strong's G 1703. Impictace.
Okay, a mocker. Okay, so hey, that's beautiful because they see these things coming to pass and they mock that. And why do they mock that? Well, the scripture tells you that. All right, so let's close this down and read the scriptures because they're walking after their own lusts. Okay, let's go into that word lust right there. All right, let's go into that word lust there. All right.
Strong's G 1939. Epithumia.
And it says desire, craving. Okay, they desire to make it in the society. They desire to build up schools of whatever, and they desire to get that new car and that I don't know what these niggas is into. I'm trying to think off the top of my head right here, man. Okay, before my head, these guys are trying to set up schools and apparently their minds on bigger things. That's a craving that they have. Okay, desire for what is forbidden. And why is it forbidden? Because the scripture says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. That's a forbid. The things that are in this world are forbidden. A desire, man. It's forbidden because the scripture clearly tells you, love not the world, neither the things for it. But they have a craving for it. Okay, they have a craving for it. All right. Let's go back into the scriptures. It says, for they shall, knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days, scoffers, walking after their own cravings, walking after their own non-scriptural, okay, corrupt, okay, profane desires, man, profane cravings, because it's out of the temple what these guys are going for, man. Okay, they're going for self, these dudes, man. Okay, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? Now you got to wait the men of the Lord for the Spirit. How about we're saying this is the promise of the Lord's coming, man. Okay, now like I said, it's just a stepping stone, all right. But it shows you exactly what the scripture says here within the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter and the 10th verse. Art thou become as weak as we? All right, when I see this, I'm like, yo, America, all right, being harassed by an Iranian ship. Well, hey, that's the times we're living in right now, and we know through the scriptures that Iran is going to play a major part in that, man. It says also the Carmanians raging in their wrath shall go forth as wild boars, okay, of the wood with great power, and they shall come and join battle with them. So join battle with Russia, the U.S., and they shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. That was the modern day land of the Assyrians, America. Okay. Now let's go into these scriptures. Brother Molly's article. So I got the original article from Zero Hedge. It's good. It's a good source material. All right, but you always got to corroborate your information. So this is a more mainstream news outlet. All right, so we got two sources saying basically the same thing. So I'm gonna read it from the Guardian. This is some more mainstream news outlet. So it says Iranian military vessel speeds close to U.S. Navy ship with weapons barred. It says the USS Nitz shot warning flares, right, and whistles at the 4 Iranian vessels before having to change course in an unsafe and unprofessional encounter, the United States official says. There's 4 Iranian vessels spread close to the... you got to remember, why did the Iranians do this? They're small nations, but they got the backing of the... that's pursuant to the book of Jeremiah or Ezekiel, I forget the exact quote, but we know that Gog and Magog is going to have the backing of the Persians. All of them that are joined with them is going to be... They're going to have that backing, man. They're going to have that confidence. They ain't gonna be just left out there in the woods, man. Okay, it says, 4 Iranian military vessels sped close to the USS Navy-guided missile destroyer with their weapons uncovered in the Strait of Hormuz in an unsafe and unprofessional encounter, according to the United States defense official. It says the USS Nitz shot warning flares and sounded this whistle and attempted unsuccessfully to communicate with the Iranian boats during Tuesday's accidents. So we're talking about 2 days ago. And it says the vessels harassed the destroyer by conducting a high-speed intercept and closing with a short distance to the Nitz, despite repeated warnings, the official said. So I'm not really gonna read the rest of that. Okay, I'm not gonna read. I'm not gonna read. You read that for yourself. So that's what's happening out there. Okay, you're seeing that within the scriptures as well, man. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say, all praise unto Yahweh Shemi outside. Check out the article for yourself. Okay, if there's other relevant points to bring out, bring them out. Do your own video on it. So with that, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh Shemi outside, double honesty, apostles of GMS. I should both be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.